going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Loud Bostonian. Today I'll be doing my review of True Detective Season 3. A little bit of background for me personally on True Detective. I loved the first season when it came out. Loved Matthew McConaughey, loved Woody Harrelson, loved the case. Best cop TV show I ever saw. A lot of people will argue that maybe The Wire or The Shield might be the best cop TV shows. I can honestly tell you that I have never seen either of them. Big shock, I know. I'm a big TV guy, big movie review guy. You'd think that I would have at least seen The Wire because everybody claims it's the best show on HBO, period. So, but I never saw it. Might get around to it someday. So for me, the first season of True Detective was the best cop show I ever saw. I fucking loved it. And I couldn't wait for season 2 to come out after that because I knew that they were going to be telling different stories in every season. Season 2 sucked. Season 2 was so bad that after 3 episodes I said, I think this might have been a one-and-done show for me, and I never finished it. But apparently, a lot of people out there felt the same way, and I didn't miss much. Season 3 took a few more years to come out. It wasn't immediately after Season 2 like Season 1 and Season 2 were like back-to-back. So they told, their creator said that they were getting back to form, trying to recreate what happened in Season 1. To this extent, they cast Mahershala Ali to play the main character. The trailers, by everything I got from the trailers, it felt like it was the first season of True Detective. You could see that there were obvious time jumps in the series, which is akin to the first season of True Detective. So I was on board from the jump for this. So when this season dropped, and by the way, this is going to be a non-spoiler review, guys, so you don't have to worry about any plot details getting leaked to you other than what you can glean from the trailers and the overall plot. But I will not ruin the show whatsoever for you, I promise. So, when they cast Mahershala Ali and they showed the trailers, I was very excited for it. I waited until the season was completely done before I watched it, and I binged it all in one weekend. There's only 8 episodes. This, like the first season, is a slow burn, so people who are looking for fast-paced action that you get with, like, I don't know, what other shows you can watch on HBO that might have that, or action shows out there. It's not that. This is absolutely a slow burn detective story, and it's very good. Very good. The overall plot of this season is that a pair of kids go missing in the 80s. 2 detectives, Mahershala Ali is the main character, and Stephen Dorff, who I haven't seen in anything since Blade 1. No, I've seen him in other stuff, but I haven't enjoyed a Stephen Dorff performance since Blade 1. And he's great in this season. He's great. He's such a good casting, and the two of them together as partners play awesome together. They have great chemistry. They have awesome banter, and you truly believe that they're actually partners. And it's very much the same that you felt in the first season with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. I thought they were fantastic together, and I really, really bought them together as partners. It was so good. Anyways, the overall plot is they are the detectives trying to solve the case of these 2 missing children. Like I said in the first season, it's also a time jump show. So the case basically is the 80s case. Case gets picked up again in the 90s, and then there's a present day storyline where the characters are very old and just getting almost like they're getting interviewed, kind of like in the first season, about the case that was in the 80s and the 90s. So it's very good, and it ties together very well. This show, man, does it get you with the friggin' feels. I'm a dad, so for me, right off the bat, when the kids go missing, I felt it. I was like, oh, God, if my kids ever went missing, I don't know what the hell I would do. So the side characters in the show, like the father and the mother, they're really believable as these just, like, distraught parents that just don't know what to do. And they're pretty messed up. I mean, it's a small town in Arkansas that this happens in, so they're poor and they don't know. It's really just, it's a good tragic story of, what I imagine it was like growing up in Arkansas in the 80s if you were poor, and like what you would do if your kids went missing. So I bought the town. I bought the feel of the actors. I felt they really sold that area. They really sold that time frame, that timeline, and the lives that these people had. I bought it hook, line, and sinker. Mahershala Ali's character is fantastic. He is so good, and without spoiling anything, he is I believe it gets revealed. Slight spoiler, I suppose. But he is a tracker. He was a tracker in Vietnam, and so his whole background is like him tracking down these kids and like finding things that no one finds. Similar to the Matthew McConaughey angle of just being like so smart that he like could see clues that other people couldn't see. It's kind of a similar aspect, except with him being able to locate people wherever they are. So that's his whole thing. But but it was really good. And I gotta say, guys, this season is absolutely a return to form. It is super, super, like, on the edge of your seat when these clues are there, and you can see them as the audience, and sometimes the detectives can't. You're like, just, oh god, it drove me up a wall. It's a real slow burn, like the first season, like I said. So it's gonna be it takes a while for little storylines to come and go, but it's worth it, guys. It really is. My only negative critique, and this is gonna seem like a major critique, the last episode is not that great. And I don't want that to deter anyone from watching the show, because episodes 1 through 7 are so good that it's worth it that episode 8's not that good. I'm not really sure. Like, they wrap up storylines in a funny way, and it just left a lot to be desired, to be honest. But unlike the first season that had this great payoff, this one did not have a great payoff, but the rest of the show was great. And honestly, if a return to form means we're only getting 7 episodes of awesome TV, and the 8th episode is just meh. that's the best way to describe it. It's meh. The 8th episode was just all right. It wasn't the best. But the rest of the show is great. The actors are great. Totally a return to form for True Detective, and I can't wait for the 4th season. I'm really not sure what the storyline's going to be, but if they do something similar to what they did in 1 and 3 and have a better ending on episode 8, then I'll have nothing to complain about. Anyways, I love the season. I thought it was very good, except for the 8th episode. I want to know what you guys think. So tell me in the comments below what your favorite episode was of the season, what your favorite character was in the season, how you would have ended this show other than the way that they did it, you know? But anyways, I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I'll get you another video this weekend, hopefully. See ya.